So every year when we go on family vacations, we started a tradition by collecting different salts and making our own salts. So this is a great Mother's Day gift idea, making your own sea salts. And this way you can start your own family tradition.
It's a beautiful way of sharing your vacation with your family. And every one of these salts is a memory to me. And every one of these salts, I can't think of a better way. Some people bring home seashells or sand, but salt is just that place. It only takes time, and what it really does is it shows thought, and I think that's the most important thing about it. The tradition began with us on our honeymoon, actually. We brought it back to my mother, and what was their saying?
It's like bringing mother on vacation without bringing mother on vacation.
So that's how it started. So our first salt was our honeymoon in Playa del Carmen. And we were just in Cabo San Lucas in April, and I was fishing. So I took a gallon of salt water, simply placed it in a pot over medium heat. You bring it to a boil, skim it, and slowly bring it down while stirring, and you have perfect sea salt.
But once you just get the water from the ocean, you can put it in a flat pan of some sort and put it directly in the sun. It obviously takes longer than doing it on the stove, but you can do that.
We have 10 of my favorite salts here. This is Alea from Hawaii. Beautiful salt. The color comes from the clay content in the north of Oahu. This was my mother's nightmare, actually. I played soccer in Hawaii growing up, and when I would come home, I would come home red. This is a beautiful salt from Utah. It's off of the salt flats. This is a beautiful new salt. I personally hadn't run into it before, but this is my pyramid salt from Bali. Gorgeous crystal structure, very clean water, beautiful, beautiful salt. Would be gorgeous on a piece of meat or fish as a finishing salt. Then we move into the flavor salts. This is hibiscus salt from Spain. They're doing some wonderful things. Hibiscus is obviously very dear to my heart. It's the flower from my home, and it's a wonderful, wonderful floral note, and it's one of those things you can play with salts. I do rose petal salts. This is a five spice salt from that I just quickly combine with fleur de sel. This is Malden. This is a salt process, as I was speaking to earlier, where you can do in your hotel room by slowly cooking it down. Now, the process in Essex, where this salt is produced, takes over 15 hours, and that's what gives it that great crystalline structure. My sous chef, when he returned from Michoacan, he brought this salt back to me from Mexico, and he collected that himself. This was one of our first salts. This was from Naxos Island in Greece.
So this year you probably don't have enough time to run on vacation and do this process, but what you can do just to cheat this year, you can go to a great purveyor, Penske's or Dean & DeLuca. You can purchase beautiful sea salts and start it that way. Next year you'll have a better story because you're going to make your mother beautiful dinner and garnish with sea salt from somewhere that you collected. And then do this every year, and it's a fun way to celebrate Mother's Day.
And you brought her on vacation.
And you didn't bring her on vacation.